Guess what? We're doing another makeup tutorial. I haven't done a Victoria Goth makeup tutorial yet, which is kind of weird because that is the look that I do the most often. So let's get started. For me, for my interpretation of Victorian Goth, it's usually pretty melancholic. I like to do my eye makeup in a way that just makes me look perpetually in mourning. I want to look like the spirit haunting your attic. And you'll notice we can see the cup in the background because I am filming in the evening instead of 11 o'clock at night. Eyeshadow, let's get started. I am going to start with my usual slope, but I'm going to taper it down more towards the end. Forgot to put my bangs up. You'll notice the hair is back, by the way. I'll put a picture up, like right here somewhere so you can see, but I did cut my hair in the bathroom, and I think it's super cute. I tried to give myself like a curly jellyfish cut, but it kind of just looks like a really cute, like really curly, almost wolf cut, I think. I don't know, you can tell me what it is. I made an attempt. The attempt didn't come out the way that I thought it would, but it still looks good. But I'll show a picture later. Where was I going? Oh yeah, slow. Sense when I show you, but I'm gonna start with a really curly cap like down here, slope it down, and then like slope this part up and into the wing, like down, up and into the wing. Just so that I look perpetually sad. I don't have eyebrows, so my eyeliner and my eyeshadow tend to do some very heavy lifting. See how I just look immediately sad? Now for this eye. Good. Now I'm going to do a really small inner corner and then bring it in just a little bit, like to about right here. This bottom part and then follow the most prominent crease of my bottom eyelid to create that like painted doll look almost, and I'm going to connect that to this part. Let's say this, but then obviously fill it in. Sorry, I just like to do a little dancey dance every time I do my makeup. For the first time, I think there's only been one other time where I've done this, but I brought lashes in this room. So we're gonna do my lashes. These pink lashes I cut up for my bottom lashes. These are like two sets of really thick curly lashes with these stacked on top. If I can remember to do it, I will link everything I've used in the description. Let's take the bangs down. And that is my Victorian Goth makeup tutorial. Good night. Guess what? We're doing 70s inspired Gothic makeup. Because it's 12:43 p.m. a.m. not p.m. a.m. My goodness. Okay. Bangs up firstly. And behold, the magic mirror that is my forehead. We're gonna start with just like a nice base over the eyelid and then just slowly blend our way up just a little bit past where the crease is. But something in me simply cannot do, just like a little line above the crease must go all the way up. I simply can't do it. It's not possible. I'm gonna take what's left on my brush and go down and just dust it over my bottom lash line. It's literally just vanish into my background. I can't wait until I have like a fun, cozy studio. Chunky eyeliner pens. Oh look, I love a thick, curly cat wing. The 70s does not. 70s does just a cute little line over here and then a line over the top. I am physically incapable of doing so, so I'm gonna do about the smallest wing that I can probably manage, and then have a line connecting the top of the wing down to about about right here, really just above where my eyeshadow is, and then we'll do the rest. Hopefully. Oh, that's horrifying. I don't know how you guys put up with this. Thick eye method eyeliner pen. Velvet tip eyeliner pen. like that. That's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to thicken the bottom up just enough so that I connect seamlessly with my bottom lash line. And then I might do an inner corner. I love doing an inner corner, but I don't know if it'll work with this eye look on the side. In like a minute. Check this. Do like the smallest inner corner ever, just so that my personal preference is it looks a little bit more seamless. This isn't exact 1970s, this is 1970s inspired. Before y'all come at me in the comments for this not being entirely accurate, it's inspired. It's inspired. Google it. I'm kidding, but like, you get my point. I had people come at me for going, oh, this isn't accurate to this time period. It's inspired. I need to calm down. I'm an adult. I need to calm down. So I need to wear this like out my next day out as soon as possible. This looks so good. This is one of my favorite looks ever. My great grandmother was around in her like early 20s and stuff during the 70s. I kind of want to hear her opinion on this. I mean, I know for her she didn't love the time period. Um, I think she might think this is fun. For me, it's not to her taste, absolutely not, but she might think this is fun for me. I want to add some like random little thoughts, just really, I don't know, just have fun with it. The 70s was fun when they weren't, baking. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. This looks so good. I'm gonna put the bangs down. I'm obsessed. Like, my favorite Red Bull flavor, kind of obsessed. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be more intentional with my words. Can we tell? I feel like that's something that everybody should do, but just I'm gonna put the bangs down. Again, I love this so much. Okay, good night. Guess what? The makeup tutorials are back, and we're doing corporate goth. Because I realized I've been doing lots of fun, big looks, but I haven't done something the goth baddies in the workplace. For anybody wondering why I don't have hair, this is a sweater. I gave myself a haircut in the bathroom. It's turned out super cute, but I wanted to do like a fun reveal in the next video, so we are just stuck with my forehead today. Anyway, let's get started. So, corporate goth needs to be professional, not like super artistic like how I usually like my looks. You'll notice we went ahead with this already. I used less contour. Usually I'd have like two long lines down my face. I do not. Went a little bit lighter. And then same with my blush. Instead of the neon pink, I used this House of Her Ampule blusher in the shade. I don't know, it's not on the bottom. It's in my link tree. Everything you see me use is in my link tree. If you want this, check there. It's probably there. For my foundation, I did stick with my white base, but I would probably add like a little bit of like a natural foundation shade and make it just look like a white cast of sunscreen is over my face. I feel like for me that's like professional enough. And then just like have like a high collar so like the contrast isn't like super drastic between your face and neck and then your chest, you know, so for me a high collar. Okay, now for the eyes. If I can get my mic to stand up, we're gonna start with just doing black. I'm gonna just use what's already on the brush and we're just gonna shear that out over the lid. So that looks pretty good. My favorite thing about corporate goth makeup is that it combines personality it combines like personal style, personality, and the way that you look in a way that doesn't come off as like unprofessional or as a way for people to disregard you because of how you look, which tends to happen if you are in a fairly conservative area and you are in any kind of alternative subculture, which I deal with. Okay, eyeliner. With the eyeliner, I love big, smudgy lines, which is not what we're going to do today. I'm going to connect from right here to a fairly subtle swoop, and then go down into my eye, the inner corner of my eye right here. We still want it to be fun. We still want it to be, you know, well, like fun. We still want it to be fun. We don't want it to, you know, I don't know how to say, like, Because I know that being goth doesn't take away from your professionalism, but people assume things about, but people will assume things about you, regardless of what setting you're in. So, you know what I mean. If anybody can phrase it better, please put it in the comments. Begging you. For my bottom lid, goodness, I am going to have line, just a half line about here, and then do like kind of half of like the smallest inner corner possible. Steve. But if I did, I would probably take the spiky lashes that I cut up for my bottom lashes, and I would probably do just like a top half lash. At least, yeah, probably like a top half lash to re-emphasize the like subtle change in shape that I'm doing with my eyes here. I don't have bangs to pretend because I'm saving the hair. Like that. Yeah, raising my phone as my pretend bangs. Like, I look so silly like this. One of these days I'm gonna put lashes in here. Just you wait. Okay, good. I look crazy because we're doing another makeup tutorial. I want to try and do, I think, like a fun, spiky eye look. I'll come up with a title for this video. I don't know. I'm gonna do it and then I'll figure it out afterwards. It's gonna be nice and easy and fun, and that is the point. My bangs look like VTuber bangs. Like they look like a plop muff. is off my massive forehead. Let's get started. Palette brush. We're gonna start with just a nice dome shape. All of the eyelid, nice dome shape. So that's how I start all my makeup looks. Like, not too high, like halfway up to where my eyebrow should be. I think that's good enough, right? Yeah, good enough. Not even. It's good enough. It's a shape. It's a concept of being similar. Something like that. Okay, eyeliner time. And then go the goal. The goal in mine is going to be one big wing, one medium wing, and then one teeny tiny wing here, and a nice inner corner. And then we do like a line over. That's what I'm going to try and do. Success is a concept that I am trying to grasp. Okay, let's get started. I need new eyeliner pens. Recommendations, or should I just get the same one? I don't know. You'll tell me. We're gonna do a slightly angled up, but not straight up cat eye, so just right here, just tail end where your eyebrow would be. Where my eyebrow would be where your eyebrow is. That is assuming you haven't shaved your eyebrows up also. If you have good eyebrow razors for just getting rid of the whole thing, let me know. Yeah, that's good. You can't. Okay. Somebody recommend me a new microphone so I can stop doing this, but like, yeah, that's good. I'm gonna extend the bottom of this down into a slightly thick and then slowly thinning into the middle, like line into my lower lash line. gonna do a long triangle, like going down right about here, and then continue the thin line going out slightly, and then doing a little inner corner. Like this, it's just like a nice, classic awesome eye look. I love it. And this is great for beginners too, because it's like 3 triangles and 2 lines. Okay, now for the other eye. Line up that. We're gonna go. Now that made sense, but you know what I mean. This has got to be the smoothest a tutorial has ever gone for me. My mask is not lined up, and I feel like my head is like tilted wrong. Give me a second. It's gonna. Okay, that's better. Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. What was I doing? Oh yeah, okay. This is probably the smoothest a tutorial has ever gone for me. No stopping, cutting the video, painting over my mistakes. This is. I love the way you do it in one take. It makes me so happy. Because it means I go to bed as soon as I post it. I love this. Okay, gotta take the bangs down. What am I? best eyeshadow palette ever. I run through black almost immediately, so I like that it gives me 3 of them. That's nice. I like that. I need like just a big circular pan of black. I would love that. Put the bangs down real quick so you can see this in its full glory. Well, full glory would be lashes, and they are as usual in my other room. I don't know. Subscribe for when I eventually do bring my lashes into this room. This is cute. I love how this looks. I'm doing this while looking into the camera, but I have to remember that it's a 8-layer first, so if I go for this eye, it's showing up as this eye. So, I love when that happens. I can just disappear into weird. Okay, I'm done screwing. I'm done screwing around. I would love to get like a gel glitter and be able to just all over the lid. I feel like that would be great. And then I'll actually put some lashes on because I feel like that could really make it come to life. But this is nice and simple, nice and fun. Be careful I don't flash anybody with that forehead. I don't know if I showed you guys my new set of nails, but I have to do it again in case I did. A round of applause for my nail tech because she puts up with a lot. Okay, that's it. Good night. Crazy again. We're doing another makeup. Oh, you can't see my eyes. We're doing another makeup tutorial. The makeup I washed off in my talking about goals for 2026 video. We're doing that. We're doing my like catty doll goth makeup basically. The bangs must go. The forehead has arrived. Bangs have been sufficiently pulled back. Okay. You're gonna start with black all over the lid and then just go up slightly past the crease. Whenever my computer needs to tell me I got an email, that's not necessary. Why? Why do you do it? Now for eyeliner, this I think is probably going to be the quickest tutorial I've ever done, which is weird because on average I think these are like 15 to 20 minutes. Felt tip eyeliner, chunky pen. Remember, we're using my method because it works perfectly for these looks. Let's start with a cat wing that's just maybe slightly higher than where the top of your eyeshadow is. You're going to curl it down to where that natural line is at the corner of your eye and fill it in. I don't know how much sense that made, so I'm going to show you and then just do as I'm doing. into the eyeshadow. Also, every time I try to do the like raising my eyebrows up and down thing, it just looks kind of funny. Okay, we're gonna drag this top part down, fill in these little gaps here, drag it down to just the smallest little chunky inner corner. It's like that. You're gonna drag the bottom of that inner corner halfway through the bottom lid and then drag down into the crease of your under eye and connect that to the back of the wing. You're just creating this little open under eye part. This is about where I put my bottom lashes. I left them in the other room, and I'm probably not going to go get them, but this is how I normally do it. That's it. This is probably the easiest eye look I've ever posted because this took me all of like 7 minutes. So honestly, not bad. Okay, let's take the bangs down.